Hello and welcome back to the Chateau Farm. Earlier in the week we showed you a section of the Chateau's old outbuildings where we're planning to have our small farm shop. It's taken Julian 2 or 3 days, but the area's now been cleared of all the old dog kennels which were built by the previous owner. So thought we'd give you an update on just the farm shop area, just very quick to show you that the area's now been cleared. So all the rubbish that Julian, all the tiles, concrete, wood, metal cages, all gone now. So this is the space that we've got to work with. Still got water connected in here at the moment. That serves the kitchen garden, so of course that's not going to be in here. And it means that we can quite clearly see the space that we've got now. Very echoey in here. So we're pleased with phase 1, which is the clear out. And then the next stage for us is actually to leave this alone for a couple of weeks or so, because we've got polytunnels to be put up, which we'll tell you more about next time. And then in probably 3 weeks' time, you'll see us come back in here and on to the next stage. The plan for the farm shop is to be opening at the end of April. So let's talk about strawberries. Who doesn't love them? Because our family could eat them every single day, that's for sure. In England, while we were there, we could grow them relatively easy if the season was warm and dry. But here in the south of France, we can have the opposite problem. It gets far too hot to grow strawberries without a lot of hard work. And basically, on a small scale, we've had some fantastic results here at the Chateau Farm over the last few years. But I've just spotted that the first strawberries are ready, which is really great, you know. Sort of just coming, not even the 3rd week in April, and we've got our first strawberries, so really happy with that. So here we are in our very weedy strawberry patch, and there we go, the first strawberries. So let's have a look. That is gorgeous. Now it is covered a bit with dirt. Never mind, let's go ahead and eat it anyway. Bottoms up. That is divine. That's the first bit of sugar that I've had in about a month. However, next season we want to do this on a bigger scale and offer farm customers a fun family experience. And it's one that most of you are going to be familiar with, but it's not very common in France, and it is pick your own strawberries. Then customers with the strawberries bought can come and enjoy strawberries and cream at the small kitchen garden cafe. Yes, we have plans for that next year too. Take home their strawberries with fresh Jersey cream from the farm shop. So last autumn, I decided to sow some strawberry seed as a pre-trial, just to help plan growing strawberries from seed again for this year. And although it was late in the year to sow them, it proved a small success. And here's what happened. So this is how we started growing the strawberries. It's been not an ideal climate for them, and they don't like it too hot, and they've been in the greenhouse. Did about 6 of these. We already have one lot planted up here. So this is the first tray. So there's 110 strawberry plants in there. And then we're about to do, we'll probably get another 2 trays, perhaps including this one. So we might end up with 300 odd plants for us as a family. They won't be sold in the farm. As I said, it's too labour intensive to be picking them at a farm scale. To sell. There's a reason why a lot of farms do you-pick strawberries, which is what we're planning on doing in a couple of years. But we'll need thousands and thousands of plants for that. So I'm just trialling this, and we'll see how this goes. It's a variety that I really like. It's a variety called Rugum. Really, really nice, tasty strawberries. And if this goes well, then I will invest in some seed for Marguerite and Gariguette. And they are 2 really, really well-known French varieties that are just really, really expensive. And trying to source seed is very difficult. You buy the plants for them. But they are the sort of real standard for strawberries here. So here we are. Here we have a little plant. Here's the root, and it's so simple. You just pop it into the soil, like that. Cover it. That's it. It's done. So that's what I'm doing. It's a very delicate, fiddly job. I wanted to do it this autumn because I wouldn't have time to do it in spring this year. But we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. So if we come into the polytunnel, one of the polytunnels, the propagation tunnel, and here are the strawberry plants, some of them that have been potted on that are just a little bit bigger than they were, and that's because the light levels are just at that point now where things are just starting to grow. So there we are, a successful experiment, and it would have been more of a success if I'd have thought about it in advance and not done it as a whim in October when the light levels were really receding. And I think if you'd done it probably maybe the end of August, got them to grow throughout September, and then October here is a perfect time to plant strawberry plants. They would have got the roots in the ground and overwintered really well. And then some of them I haven't planted out yet. They are to do here. I'll do those this week. And that's it. It's a go really. So we've got a choice really of being able to plant some strawberries now, but as we're coming up to spring. But by the time we do that, it's going to be then way too hot to plant them as young plants. And that is the problem here with strawberries. It is way too hot to get your plants in spring. You do need them in at least partial shade, if not full sun. And because they've not been established before the heat hits, and the heat hits here really strongly from March onwards, that's it. Your strawberry season's done before it started. And that is what's happened to us, not last year, the year before. Last year the strawberries were a success, but we only did them on a small scale. So we've still got some of those plants. So it's getting enough plants at a reasonable cost, a good variety, getting them in the ground in autumn. And strawberry plants are not cheap here in France, like a lot of things.
Now, I am stood in the kitchen, first thing in the morning, haven't brushed my hair, really full of cold, not looking my best at all. But I just want to show you what we're doing. Julian's making our gluten-free crepes in the background for our breakfast. It's Saturday morning. And I am separating some of the milk from the last couple of days, separating the cream from the milk in the last couple of days, and this is how we do it.
So here we can see we are literally just things everywhere. So not scripted, not staged this. We've got the turkey crown from when we raise our own turkeys. That is ready to cook later for meat, and that'll serve us for probably 2 meals, I think. Anyway, I digress. So at the moment, I am separating the cream. Let me just get rid of that cloth. I spilt a little bit. And we don't have gallons and gallons of milk at the moment, but you can see this is some of the milk from Thursday evening. So, Thursday morning. So just 2 days ago now. So what happens when Julian milks is he brings it in, I filter it, which I'll show you another time, and then this goes into our milk fridge, and then when the milk, what happens is the cream rises to the top. When the cream has done that for 12 to 24 hours, usually within 1 to 2 days, I'll skim the cream off, and then we can use that to make butter, or as I want to do this morning, use some of it to actually pour on our pancakes. So it's a very rudimentary process as a homesteader of just one dairy cow, and just one cow that is in her first lactation, so she's not actually producing a lot of milk. She's also not peaked, she's only 5 weeks into giving her lactation at the moment. So that is literally what you do. You can see where the cream line is there. We are not getting a lot of cream at the moment because the pasture is not lush, it's winter. So they're on pasture all the time, 24/7, and they also get supplemented with hay and alfalfa hay as well. And also the most important reason why we're not getting the cream at the moment is Buddy, the calf, is on Stella 24/7. We've not separated him yet. So he gets all the cream pretty much. That's how it works. So you can see now that they're just starting to have the milk come through there. So I've got to be careful as I'm skimming. Just literally like that. And if I was going for really skimmed milk like you buy in the shops, then I would probably run this through a cream separator, which I don't have at the moment and we don't need. But we're not going for that. We want to go for Jersey milk is about 6% cream at least, and your skimmed milk in the shop is sort of half to 1%. So you can see that I've just left still a cream line on there, and that means that this really will be kind of your standard percentage fat whole milk now. So although it's skimmed milk because I've skimmed the cream off because she's a Jersey cow, this will actually still be whole milk. So I just wanted to show you that. So that's cream from one morning's milking, which is about 400 to 500 millilitres, which is not bad, which is more than your average pot of cream probably in the UK or in France. So there we are. So now we've taken Friday morning's milk out. So Thursday PMs went to do something else. That went into milk bottles, I think, for normal drinking milk. And we can see that here's the cream line for Friday in the light, but here's the cream line for Friday morning. We've not actually touched this milk, so this is 3 litres from Friday morning. So I'll skim the rest of this cream off. What will happen is now when I get more cream, probably fill the rest of this up and more. I'll have a little jug for the pancakes, and then we'll have enough to make some fresh butter for later or tomorrow. So here's our milk fridge, and I don't actually have a light in the fridge at the moment because this is the smaller of our 2 inside fridges, and it literally, the bulb went about a week or so ago and we've just not got around to looking to replace it. So there's not a lot here in the milk fridge at the moment because I've just processed some of the things. So to just give you an idea, so this is some fresh butter. There you go, see how yellow that is? That's waiting. That's been in there, just over a week or so now, and that's been left as cooking butter. Raw milk never really goes off. We have Greek yogurt, need to make some more yogurt. So that's basically yogurt, but then it's got nearly all the way filtered out of it. So it's really thick and solid yogurt. We've got cream. We've got some milk from last Saturday, and that milk is going to go, that's for Shadow and the chickens. Just slightly souring, still drinkable, but not really to the taste of the family. So that's for animals now. We've got in there, which is clabber, which is another topic, and I will talk to you, that's in suspension at the moment. So I'll talk to you about another video. We've got the milk here that I have just skimmed the cream off. We've got the milk before that I skimmed the cream off from 2 days ago. And then we've got some of this morning's milk. A lot of that's been used for the pancakes. That is waiting now for the cream to settle. That'll be there tomorrow, so it's probably Monday that'll do the next cream. And then this is what we class as our drinking milk, so that goes into milk bottles. So that is our milk fridge as it stands at the moment. It needs a really good clean too.
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and also consider being a subscriber. You can also catch up with us on an almost daily basis on our social media channels at the Chateau Farm on Facebook and Instagram.